Find out how the itemization is going to play, because you highlighted the fact Cho'Gath does get tanky. His feast stacks give him a lot of HP. But there's no other tanks for the race.
Kikis is going down bottom. Cabochard could be in a world of hurt. Let's see if he is. Dodges out the Spirit Playful Trickster on. That's going to be a flash burn, but we could very well see first blood, and it looks like it.
Unicorns have been a steady top 4, top 5 team through the entirety of the split.
Despite the inconsistency.
Yes, they've dropped games here or there. Teams above them and lost 25% below them. So, oh, look at this. Cabochard and Chachi, they're going back and forth.
Yep, up comes the Earth. Let's see if Vizichachi can finish off Cabochard, however, now that the ult's down.
It's tough to get excited for these really drawn-out fights. Hit him! Hit him with a stick!
Up! And he goes down.
Shard working his way towards this righteous glory, looking for more engage, and Chachi and Power of Evil, they're just diving in.
Yep, Power of Evil, he got the Rupture, but it's still very, very hard to take down the tree. Throws on the Vengeful Maelstrom. Chachi's a little bit low to try and get involved in this one. Meanwhile, in the back of it, everything's going a little bit crazy as Diamond picks up Hylissang. There's a Twisted Advance onto Chachi. Can he maybe pick one up? Oh, the Feast! Whoa. But he won't get the kill, and in comes Betsy for cleanup duty. It looks like he can get himself
set up another dive. Here comes a rocket from mid lane too.
Oh, yes it does, but it goes a little wide. Vardax is still going to go down. Assault and Battery to finish him off. In comes Vizichachi. Diamond, he's got the Chum the Waters on, and he gets taken down. Vizichachi now, though, in a dangerous situation with Betsy coming in and picking him up.
So despite the fact Unicorns are sticking to their lanes well, Gambit is moving between them when engages are happening. Pinoy, he's found Hylissang.
Yes, he has. Let's see if they have enough damage to polish him off. Another teleport coming in. The Feral Scream was not really going to deter him from much, and Pinoy gets excited after picking up Hylissang. Exhaust is down, gets the zap out, Twisted Advance on. Power of Evil trying to salvage something, but he's trying to contest this one. Cho'Gath's coming around the side. Diamond has already come on in here. I think it's going to nearly get started.
He's called Kikis.
Oh, yes, he's going in. Pinoy's going to launch the rocket. It comes in. Look at that damage as they take down Kikis. Vizichachi teleports in, looks for Cabochard, might be able to find him. He gets blown up, chomped down by Power of Evil, but now Power of Evil's caught as the tower goes down. Hylissang, Diamond turns his attention to Power. Eddie's going to get the kill credit for that one, but a massive Tibbers is going to slow up Gambit for just a moment, and now they're right back to it. Vardags going down. Pinoy on a spree.
Oh, facepalm indeed from the Unicorns of Love. They got caught in the teleport threat, but they're at a teleport disadvantage. Here comes a tree from behind.
Yep, he uses it. They're going to jump onto Power of Evil. A hook is going to fly in his general direction, and oh, so much damage onto him. Cabochard grabs that.
Pick the fights.
But there's a lot of damage here on this dragon. It looks like they've just managed to juke it out, but now can they get away? Gambit connect on Betsy. Here we go. The chase is on as Cabochard moves in, Twisted Advance after he pops the Righteous Glory. Betsy, a lot of damage there. The rocket's coming in on Power of Evil. Cabochard is going to be the one to pick that up, but Betsy trying to get away. However, he's shut down finally at the end. The tick of Ignite was the thing that did it, and now Cabochard picking up a double kill, but Eddie's caught. It's a shutdown as Vardax picks up Pinoy. Edward, he is going to go down. They didn't even need this.
Chachi's got his summon spell available, and then look for the engage. Chachi's gonna break the tether.
Yes, he does, but he's gonna get hooked in this time as the Chum the Waters doesn't do much of anything, but now Gambit had to be careful to get out of this. Eddie is a little bit low, but Gambit, they're taking this numbers advantage to its logical end. Betsy, this dragon's starting to go down pretty quickly here. Gambit, they have to move up if they want to challenge for it, but the Tibbers is down. Betsy is going to have to Spirit Rush away. Vizichachi now the target as he was the man in front. Betsy goes in, but he gets chomped by a Cho'Gath who throws down the Zanya's Hourglass, and they've caught his attention after the fact, but can they win the fight? Power of Evil goes down. Pinoy gets the kill credit for that one as Cabochard was keeping everyone else's attention. Unicorns of Love are blinking health bars in this, but can they get away? Vardags in the brush trying to stay away from Diamond, but he's not doing a good job. He goes down. Pinoy picks up another. Kikis, the last unicorn standing. He's going to eat a zap, and it looks like it's a matter of time here. Quick shot. They should be able to secure him down. Twisted Advance. He's going to buy a few more seconds of life, but down he goes. That's the ace, and Pinoy picks it up.
Exquisite team fight from Gambit, despite the fact that Betsy dashed into a true damage feast to die. Gambit just ran down the targets. They dealt. Gambit will trade Baron. Remember, empowered recalls should get them back quick enough to defend the inhibitor, unless Kikis decides to go all in and try and interrupt.
Oh, Betsy is there, and there is Kikis going down. Meanwhile, back to the bottom side. Vizicachi moving in on Cabochard. Diamond was there as well for the defense. Chum the Waters not going to hit where they wanted to. Vardex assault and batteried up, and he's taken down. Cabochard comes in. Pinoy, he's going to flash forward, looking for even more. They turned their attention. They forgot about Hillisang for just a second, but they didn't even need to worry about it. Pinoy, he's got something more important. He has some fish food on the menu. A triple kill comes in for Cabochard. Pinoy still on the hunt.
All of the wave clear from UOL is in their mid lane and AD carry, who were not...
They are trying to make something happen up top, but now they've actually sent Kikis back to defend this one. There's the flash, the Tibbers on Betsy, the knockup is going to follow. Inhibitor's very, very low. Power of Evil gets the ignite down, but Betsy staying alive in power. He throws the Zhonya's down, but that won't be enough. He gets a feast down. Pinoy, they still take him down. It's Diamond who's going to come up with that kill. Meanwhile, Vardex shuts down Pinoy, but he dies himself. Hillisang charmed up. They're going to take him down. Kikis, a double kill going over to Diamond Procs. Kikis is going to fall after this one, and Betsy picks him up. Meanwhile, the top lane, the twisted advance. Vizicachi, I don't think he's getting away from this one, and I don't think the Unicorns can hold on much longer here, Quick Shot. 3 members of Gambit pushing on the Nexus turrets.
Well, the Maokai and Gambit dug deep enough to deal with that split push fizz. Cabochard ran Vizicachi around in circles, and Gambit looked poised to take 4th.
It looks like that is going to be the case. The Nexus is going to fall. 33.5 in. Gambit Gaming have done it.
Little bit of a shaky mid-game. You know, Gambit, they didn't have an answer to the split push. They didn't have an answer to sieging, but they did know how they win. And it worked out well. For Gambit, as long as they pick up a win tomorrow, they lock in that 4th place. But there is a lot on the line. Choice of sides in quarterfinals.
A lot indeed, but you know, good performance from them at the end there. They utilized the tools they did have. As you mentioned, it was a little bit shaky in the middle. But they brought it back. They dug deep, and they really were able to play that out well towards the end.
Yeah, I just have to, again, you really have to question, what was the point of the Cho'Gath? What was it meant to do? That's something that I'd love to know from Unicorns.
I think it was meant to eat champions, but it didn't do it quite enough.
Well, it got Betsy once. We'll give them that. But like I said, it could be a psychological play. In terms of the team comp, there was a lot of pressure on Vizicachi split pushing, and it worked for a time. But it didn't pull enough threat, and the problem was, when Vizicachi was split pushing bottom lane, the rest of Unicorns pushed up super deep without clearing out vision and got engaged upon by Cabochard. So, yes, the play was right from Chachi to push, but the rest of the Unicorns need to be more defensive and not run the risk of being engaged upon.
Yeah, well, if they did want to test something out, that was the chance for them. They had already locked in that playoff spot. However, this won't necessarily help their seeding too much. You can see Sheepy talking it over with them in the post game. So, you know, we mentioned this is likely a